How about now? Is that better?
No, man. You sound like you're coming through a washer machine or something.
Man. Alright, let me leave the party and join.
Hold on, I'm lagging out too, so it might be that.
That's probably it.
Hold on. I'm gonna see if it sounds like that on the stream. Say something.
Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna see if it sounds like that on the stream. Say something.
Check, check, check.
Hello? Oh, you sound good on the stream. It's just my headset. Cool. Alright, guys. Welcome to Talking Sith, episode 42.
Oh, dude, are we doing comments?
Oh, crap. I don't want to have comments on here.
That's okay. You can just leave them.
Alright, well, you're not going to get any responses.
Please respond.
Please, senpai, notice me. Cool.
Please.
So, Jared, tonight we are missing Chaz. Died.
He's no longer with us.
Just kidding. Chaz's son was born today.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I got to get permission from him to post the Sith. His doctor's also a huge Star Wars fan and dressed up head to toe Darth Vader to deliver the child. It's awesome. It's so cool.
What?
Yeah, it's sick.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we've got a Darth Vader picture to hopefully post to our Facebook later on.
That's so cool.
I'm gonna go meet the little troublemaker in the morning. So congrats to Chaz and Amber and the whole, oh, now you sound better, and the whole Cleckley clan.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
He was like, I'm not going to make it tonight. And I was like, oh. And he sent the picture. And I was like, oh.
Aw.
Good reason.
But I'm a godfather, which is crazy that people still decide to trust me with these things, but...
Wait. He picked you? I'm just kidding.
No. I know, I thought we were supposed to fight for it.
Yeah. Did that.
I think I have to be bomber. Yeah, so we talked a lot last week about Last Jedi. At least now Chaz isn't here to be stupid about The Last Jedi and argue with us.
Whoa, dude, he just had a kid.
Because he was just wrong across the board.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that feel that way, though. I've only heard them on the internet.
No, that's not true, though. I've heard a lot of people that feel negatively about it, but not the people who... I haven't heard very many people that feel negatively the way he feels. You know what I mean? Like, he feels a certain type of way about certain things. Like, most of the things he didn't like were things that seemed to be pretty much universally liked, even by people who didn't really care for the movie.
Like, he didn't like Luke at all, which is weird. But I did read some comments that were like, yeah, even Mark Hamill was, like, against his character, kind of. Did you see that interview that he had? Yeah,
but that's different. I mean, I think that he just wasn't as much against it as he was, like... It took him a minute to come around and realize that this is just
and he said he regretted making those comments because people were like, yeah, I told you.
Right.
But that wasn't like what he wanted. He just was explaining why he didn't agree with it in the first place.
Off the bat, right. But I think that he came around, you know, progression for the story, and and I would agree with that.
I guess he kind of had to be that way for the story.
Yeah, there's not really much else they could have done with it. So anyway, we talked about it at length last week, and I don't feel like we left too much not covered with it, and I'm sure that if we did, that Chaz would want to be there for that conversation. So I don't mind not talking about Last Jedi very much. I'm curious to know, just in general, whether it's Last Jedi or otherwise, what maps are you hoping... Seeing Battlefront 2, because we've had Battlefront 2 for about a month and a half now, and we haven't had very many Battlefront 2 because a lot of the hype was about Last Jedi, and so I'm just curious.
I don't really need to see anything from Last Jedi. I want to see more Clone Wars maps. I think that's what most people want to see.
Like Clone Wars, the TV show, or a prequel trilogy. Like, okay, so like Geonosis and
Geonosis. I feel like they're missing out a lot of that, and Obi-Wan. Like, I want to see Obi-Wan. Like, that's not a map, but can we get some Obi-Wan, please? And Grievous would be great, too.
I feel like a lot of the, like, Golden Age Jedi Knights were cool. Like, Mace, Qui-Gon, Plo Koon.
Oh, dude, that'd be great.
Like, all this stuff Battlefront 2 originally, basically.
I know. Yeah, I mean that's what everyone really wants to see, and I don't know why they kind of like held off on that. Maybe it's for these like DLC purposes, but just
probably
keep
wanted
people
to
interested.
give Last Jedi, you know, a chance to really would be my
Take off.
guess with that. You know what I mean? They got to give some time to it. Kind of like Battlefront 1 did for Scarif. Like no one really, Scarif was cool, but no one really was like fighting to get it. You know what I mean? They never put Scarif in.
And after seeing the movie, I was like
mad.
less stoked about it, which is weird.
You're right, yeah, because it was such a minimal part of what the movie was. It would have been cooler to have Jedha than Scarif.
Yeah,
I feel like.
definitely.
Yeah,
I mean that was a pretty cool scene, but just I don't know.
Like, it was
Jin
a cool
kinda
map.
let me
It was
down
just
as a
so
hero.
insignificant.
Yeah.
Like it would have been way cooler to have what's his face, Chirrut, or
as a hero.
yeah, or even like Diego Luna. Literally anyone but Jin. I think that they
Jin
probably
was,
needed some more female characters, but she was.
And
she was
she was so easily the worst like hero in the game too. It was like, oh man.
Her gun was nasty,
Like,
and when you weren't Jin, like when you were just a regular soldier using Jin's gun, it was great.
Yeah,
but Jin was
so like
terrible.
there was no point to even being here, which is she was like just a regular soldier symbol.
Right.
I don't know.
I agree with that.
I would say like from what I want to see from this game is Geonosis, more heroes really.
Yeah. I agree with that, but also the more I think about it, the more I want to see maps. Like really, with what DICE can do and with what Frostbite can do as an engine, in terms of like changing environments and destructible environments. Like some of the Starfighter Assault maps on this game are really, really cool because they're so dynamic.
Oh, they're ridiculous.
And they change, and at the same time, there's no like frame rate drop, or they're pretty and everything. So I'm really I wish that we could see like different stages of maybe like the Battle of Geonosis. Like you could fight in the arena and then fight outside with like the tanks and everything. And then that would be really cool. So oh my god, that was terrible. I also think because we never saw even in the old Battlefront, we never saw much of Coruscant. Like there was, unless I'm forgetting, I remember there was like a Jedi Temple level, but it wasn't very cool.
No, we didn't get much of Coruscant. I think they kind of strayed away from it because it's kind of hard to like render that and have it look good. I think back in the day, but now they totally could.
Right.
And
so nowadays, I feel like it would be much easier to do, and there's games that do it well. So that would be neat, something like that. And I mean, there's not much, like you said, there's not much from Last Jedi that I need to see in a game. I don't need to see Canto Bite. I mean, it would be cool, I guess,
Crate was
if that was the only option. But we already have Crate, and Crate's good.
Yeah, Crate was pretty solid.
So I don't know.
The detail they put in it was pretty crazy. After seeing the movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's lots of really cool stuff there.
The objectives didn't make sense to the movie, but they kind of had to make it up, so it works.
Yeah, I thought that the objectives, after having played the map without having seen the movie, I thought the objectives would carry some significance in the storyline, and that didn't happen at all. But they did the same thing with Scarif, though. Scarif, the objectives were useless.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
True.
It was, but I can't really think of anyone I want to see.
The maps and heroes?
I think so, in general. I mean, I just think that the capabilities from a map perspective are just unlike anything we had when we were kids. Whereas the heroes or whatever, like if we really wanted to play heroes, we could go play the old Battlefront. If we wanted to play maps, we couldn't do that.
Yeah, the hero gameplay was still pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know what what they could do from that perspective, because Kashyyyk looks really good, just laggy as hell. And
I don't know why that level's so laggy, and it's like terrible objective wise too. Like if you're on defense,
right, you're screwed.
You're gonna go 5 and 30, no problem.
Right.
It's pretty unbalanced.
Yeah, I agree with that. And Theed too. Theed's a really pretty map, but it's kind of worthless.
Yep.
So I feel like there's lots of pretty maps, but they're not very, I don't know,
fun to play.
Strong multiplayer maps compared to what you can get in something like Battlefield or even COD. So I'm curious to see if they do something like that for prequels or Last Jedi. Plus, don't forget, I definitely forgot, but Han Solo's in May. Like that movie's right around the corner, and we don't have anything for it. I
forgot it was that close too.
We don't have teasers or trailers.
Posters and stuff?
Yeah, but I mean, we don't have anything else.
Yeah.
So I know that I read an article that Disney is like fully expecting it to bomb, which is kind of disappointing.
Really?
But yeah, we'll see. I think that
they're already expecting it to bomb.
Yeah, but I think that if
Why?
they put some cool planets in that movie, that could be neat DLC for this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do something for it because it is Star Wars. So
right, like they did for Rogue
probably
One.
give us a map or the old Falcon. Did you see the design of the old Falcon? It's
yeah,
kind of weird.
It's pretty sick. It's weird to get used to, but I don't know, it's cool.
I mean, it's cool, but it's like different. I didn't think they changed. That's the one thing I didn't think they would change at all.
Yeah, that's true.
But, I mean, it's cool.
It's different from when we got Scarif though, because Rogue One and Force Awakens were a full calendar year apart, so it's
this one's really close.
Right, so it's a little bit different from DLC, because when we got Scarif, it was almost like, why don't we just have another game at this point? Whereas for this, it's it's fully in line with the DLC cycle, so I think that might be nifty.
Do we know when the next DLC will come out for this game?
No, I don't know anything, because they're not doing a season pass. So the last one, we knew like a year in advance when each one was going to drop. We just didn't know what it was going to be until it came out.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool system, and kind of frustrating at the same time, because when one came out, you're like, we gotta wait this long.
Right, and they weren't that big. It was like one map and, 2 characters and a game type. But, I don't know. I would almost prefer to see a patch to the game, like, where you could pick your game type, or you can pick your map, rather.
Oh, yeah.
Or some new game types with the DLC, than I would see, new characters.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just... It feels like they took a lot of good things out of Battlefront 1.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, picking your own map and game type was really sweet.
The buddy system. Like, there were just little things that were...
Like, spawning on your squad mate.
Yeah,
we talk about, like, being able to see your challenges, like the...
Right, just in between games. Just contracts. Yeah, it's tough because... I don't know, it's weird because I feel like there was so much from Battlefront 1 that we missed, like game chat, for example, that we were like, man, I wish it just had this. And now, not only did they not add that stuff, but they took out all the stuff they added to Battlefront 1 that sort of we took for granted that made up for it. Yeah. And, I don't know, it's going to be...
I still don't understand that. Like, you can say that it's like it's a family game, family-oriented game, but that's what the mute button's for. I don't get that at all.
Game out there does. And you can't make it objective based and call it a hardcore shooter and then in the same breath say there's no game chat.
Yeah, like that's dumb. But
yeah, especially if you're
whatever,
diced.
I mean,
like if it were some other publisher or developer who's putting out a game saying, look, we're not putting game chat in because we want to make a kids game, and it was like Transformers because it's made by Hasbro or something, I would get it. But this is
that's supposed to be
a big time developer.
Yep.
It's just weird.
Whoa.
Oh my god, I forgot one of the powers was an interceptor. Yeah, but like I said, I don't think there's very much from Last Jedi. I was thinking about it because I really like Last Jedi and I liked most of what there is in it, but I don't really think there's much from Last Jedi that I need to see in a game. Like there's no
there
really
could be a couple
compelling
space
characters.
Battles, but
that's true. But that's it. Like there's no real compelling characters or
big
maps.
Crate
other
was
than
probably the
Crate.
biggest showdown. So,
yeah. Unless they were gonna add like a Praetorian as a heavy, that would be cool.
That would be pretty sweet. But
or
that'd be
the
kind
throne
of
room,
arcade
like
thing, I think.
the map, like the interior of Snoke's ship would be a cool map if you could like run through the throne room. But other than that, there's really not much to it that I really itched for. And then I started thinking Force Awakens and really Force Awakens that I need. Like we got
Jakku
and we got Jakku. Those are basically the two new, and we got Killer now. So we got all the planets, and we got all the the characters who matter.
So really, all we could do is go back to Clone Wars there.
Right, you're right. Prequel trilogy.
Fine by me.
Yeah, I agree. Prequel trilogy on Solo really gives us some compelling planets and characters. Like, say Woody Harrelson's like I don't know, like a Rex type character. Playing as Woody Harrelson would be cool. You know what I mean? Like if he has like a shotgun or I'm trying to think, kind of like Dengar from the first season's kind of like that. I would play as him.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
But other than that, like there's no real
maps. Yeah, new maps that you want to see.
Because where are they going to go?
Saying,
they might go to Kashyyyk, but we already have Kashyyyk.
We already have Kashyyyk. I mean, I would like to see them remake the old maps, like, and just, like, tune up the graphics.
That would be sick. Yeah, that would be really cool. They're never going to do that, but that would be awesome.
Because that's what I was looking for in Kashyyyk. Yeah, that's what I was looking for in Kashyyyk. Because that map was sweet. Like, it was, like, right on the beach, and then there was that, like, nest that the clones were in. But, now it's, like...
It's just big.
I don't know. It's beautiful, but it's not the same.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know why they don't just remake the maps. And Geonosis was awesome too.
I wonder if there's some kind of reason because it was Lucas Arts back in the day. You know what I mean? If there's some kind of legal
contract or something.
But that's interesting because I hadn't really thought about it that way. That they should just do it twice.
Yeah, why not? They're great maps.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know what I was gonna say. I wonder if they'll go to Corellia in the Han Solo movie. That would be a cool map because Corellia is kind of like a beach world, like a lot of rocks and stuff like that. So that would be kind of neat. And also, I was thinking Octo would be a cool map too. It would be hard to make it make sense in terms of like what you're doing there, but the map where Luke lives would be a really cool map.
It'd probably have to be like a Starfighter Assault.
Yeah, but on the ground would be so sick. All those little huts and like cliffs to fall off of.
It's such a small island, though.
Yeah, but I mean, just like Strike or Blast. It's not like Takodana's a huge map.
That's true.
That would be pretty neat. I wonder if they could do that and I don't know. Maybe make it like where, because you know Snoke knows where Luke was. Maybe they go there after Last Jedi ends. Maybe we could make it that, but I don't know how the Resistance would end up there. Although I have a theory about the movies that maybe the Resistance ends up using that as their home now that they don't have anywhere else to go, and now that they know where it is. So, we'll see.
Octu?
Yeah.
As their base?
Yeah, because they don't have anywhere else to go.
Snoke knows where it is, and then it gets chopped in half, so...
Yeah, he's ripped. The only person who knows is Kylo. Actually, Kylo doesn't.
Or does Kylo even know?
Because Snoke like pulled it out of his head.
They were just talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I would
Unless Snoke's not dead.
Oh, shut up. It's funny because you like poison my brain. I think you might be right now, and I really don't think you are. It's just like I've thought about it too much. I need to see it again, but there's a lot of people that think that's the case, and I could see it being the case.
I know. Well, but the only thing is most people only say that that's possible because he was such a big character in The Force Awakens.
Oh, that's not my logic for thinking that it might be true.
Okay.
If it's true, it's because of, you know, how it went down. I think that he might have been... Because I was rewatching Force Awakens, and in Force Awakens he says, like, bring Kylo Ren and come to me, it's time to finish his training. And everyone knows that Sith finished their training by killing their master, but maybe he meant I need to see if he's even capable of that type of evil before I know that I can take him to the next step. So if he was just testing him to see if he could...
If he would do it?
Right. He's probably just chuckling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and now that he's seen that he's doing it, then
he's like, perfect.
Alright.
This is exactly what the Emperor wanted out of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. He's like, this kid's actually got little balls. All right.
Right. So, I don't know.
Okay.
If not, then he was just real dumb.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I know, like, because he was taunting them, like, real bad.
Yeah.
He was calling him weak. But, I mean, yeah, if he does come back, he'd be like, listen, man, it's cool, Kylo. I wanted you to kill me.
Right, or he would just, like, choke slam him and be like, who do you think you are? Like, you are never going to be able to. Like, it's the total maximum intimidation if Kylo's like, you know, now I'm the big dog and and he's not.
Yeah, that's true. But I
So
mean,
we'll see.
I just hope he's not dead, but I'm alright with it if he is now.
Yeah, I don't have a problem either way, I think. I mean, it's not as lame to me as it is to some people if he is. Like, a lot of people think that's, like, not even worth watching, and I don't share that sentiment at all.
Yeah. Jazz.
Yeah.
Is that Rivers?
Yeah, he's like, he learned how to climb up on the couch. He's sitting next to me.
Nice.
But yeah, I was like trying to think of something compelling to talk about. I was like, well, let's think of characters that would be fun to play. And there's literally nobody from Last Jedi that's not already in the game that would be fun to play. Like,
we could be the sea cow.
Yeah, just milk yourself all over the map.
Just try to have.
You could be Old Man Luke and just have a giant stick and just freaking
go fishing and stuff.
Yeah, jump around.
That'd be sick.
But I would play an RPG.
Really no characters.
Yeah, there's nobody. Like, Rose is not a fun character to play. The hacker guy is not either. Finn's a stretch, and Phasma's a stretch, and they're both in the game. So, I mean, there's really...
Well, Phasma's a stretch. Finn, not so much. Finn's actually a pretty major character now. Phasma...
Well, I just mean in terms of, like, having cool factor. Like, if you had a choice between a Jedi and Finn, I would choose Finn. And I get, like, I get that there's a reason to, but his reason is less dramatic than some other characters. And I don't think there's any other people out there in the movie. Maybe Poe, but we already kind of have Poe. We got to see a little bit of Poe on the ground, and it was cool.
I don't think so.
But, like, he's just basically an infantry.
Yeah, he's just a pilot.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I was like, that would be a good conversation to have, but it would be a short one.
The only one is Maz. That's the only one.
That's true. God, I hate Chaz so much.
Which is, like,
probably
disgusting to say because we had that argument with Chaz, but...
Yeah.
That's the only one, like, she actually looks like a commando. You're like, what the?
Yeah, she jetpacks, she rolls around.
Jetpack?
Yeah, that's probably true.
Has a tactical visor.
Like, I don't like her, though. I didn't like her in the new movie, and I like her in Force Awakens. I just thought they were two totally different characters.
She's the only one that could be a hero, really.
Yeah, other than what we got. Like, you can't do Hux.
Nope.
You can't
She's terrible.
There's really no one else. You can't do Laura Dern.
What is Hux gonna do? Just yell at people and cry?
Right. He's gonna get murked by anyone who's force sensitive.
This is my army. I don't understand. That's one part. I was like, dude, what did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah.
It's Kylo Ren. This is my army.
Dude. Yeah. I don't really get him as a character. I don't know what he's there for. Yeah. Like, he doesn't show that.
I feel like he's just there for, like, comedy factor now.
Which is so lame. Like, can you imagine if Tarkin was in the movie just to show the fact that Darth Vader
Oh, dude, yeah.
strong?
Tarkin was a BA.
Like,
he's actually, like, a smart dude.
Right. Hux is not. That's the other thing. The dude's a general, and he's an idiot. Like, some of the stuff they do militarily makes zero sense.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
I don't really know. You can't put him in the game for sure. I would like to see some of the ships and stuff, like you said. The space fight at the very beginning would be really radical. Yeah, and those bombers are cool.
What do they call that thing?
The Dreadnought.
What was that ship that the Dreadnought? Yeah, that would be a cool starfighter assault mode where you had to take.
Yeah, you had to bomb it with those bombers. Yeah, that would be really cool. Or if they had, I remember probably 6 or 7 months ago, before this game came out, we were speculating that there might be multiple positions in each ship, where you could have a gunner and like a bomber and a pilot in one ship. That would be pretty cool, because in the movie they have that person who like climbs down the stairs and drops all the bombs.
Oh, those new bombers.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool to be one of them.
Yeah.
As well as like just different stations.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
So I don't know. There's a lot to speculate about, but there's really not much that would be that compelling, and it almost makes me glad there is no season pass, because I wouldn't pay for. Like, if they added one of the characters from Last Jedi, I wouldn't want to buy it.
Yeah, I know. And they added that one chick who was, like, in the movie for maybe 5 seconds.
Yeah, I was like, wow, she's going to be
Everyone thought that was Rose, and that was not even...
I thought it was Rose.
Like a random blue leader. What?
Yeah, she got wrecked.
I don't know why they put her in the movie. They just put her in to promote the movie, I guess. But I will say this game keeps getting better, which is nice.
That's true. They seem to at least be involved in it. Well, Battlefront 1, at the beginning, they were changing a lot. They just, I mean, we got to remember, we played Battlefront 1 for like 3 years. So, like, after a year and a half, they just stopped. But for a while, we were getting patches all the time and like new level caps, new maps, new game types.
We hit the level cap in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I'm just glad they're keeping up with it, but we'll see how.
I mean, what else?
I don't know how well this game did in comparison to how well they thought it would do, but I feel like it's done pretty good.
Yeah, you mean in terms of sales?
Yeah, like sales and stuff. But I feel like there's a lot of people playing, and COD definitely didn't do as well as I thought it would.
I feel like that too. Like, you never come into a dead lobby or anything. I remember, like, in the first one, when a new map came out, if you went to go play Jabba's Palace after Scarif came out, you couldn't find a game.
Yeah. There was no one in the lobbies at all.
Right. So, you're right. They have done an okay job of supporting it. But it's also, like, it hasn't been out very long. It's only been out for, like, 6 weeks. I think that's easy to forget, too, because it's been, like, we've played it a lot, but it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Christmas came out. It hasn't been that long, you're right.
I mean, it's like November 17th or something.
Yeah.
And a lot of people probably got it for Christmas that we haven't really, you know.
They made a lot of changes, and they made it very clear that they want to listen to the fans, which...
That's true. They took out the loot boxes. They took out the, you know, some of the really expensive characters and made them...
So they're listening,
what, they dropped by like 75%? Like, they're not just sitting there saying, we got your money, you can shut up. So.
Yeah. And I saw it was on sale at Target. The game was only $40. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, it just came out, which is crazy. So, I mean, they're making it very clear that they're trying to support the game and change what people think it is. Because people were so mad about the Season Pass in Battlefront 1.
But I don't get that. I don't get the anger about having a Season Pass, and I don't get the anger about not having one. Because literally every game out there has one.
Yeah,
like, the same people that were mad about that are probably COD fanboys. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, but hopefully they release a nice DLC coming up soon.
Yeah.
With some Clone Wars maps.
Well, like I said, I totally forgot that Han Solo is as soon as it is. So maybe that'll have a lot of stuff.
They probably will. Probs. Oh, nice. I can do the Falcon. Oh, nice.
I was also thinking that this is kind of the first game since they changed the EU, like what's canon and what's not. Like, Battlefront 1 came out before Force Awakens came out. So there's a lot of books and stuff that have come out since Battlefront 1.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I don't know if, like, they could put an Aftermath map in there or, you know, something like that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so I guess there's different possibilities. I just, I don't really know what I would like to see other than prequel era stuff, which they haven't really said anything about. I know when the game first got announced, they were like, it's all 3 eras. And we've got maps, we've got Kashyyyk and Kamino, but we don't have heroes other than Yoda and Maul. You know what I mean? And we don't really have, like you said, Geonosis and all that, so... I don't know, it's just,
they haven't really thrown
weird.
It back for us.
Yeah.
Which we thought they would, since it's Battlefront 2. It's literally got the same title.
Right. Chill. And I mean, I'm really hoping for more modes. That's really my biggest thing. Is there's not a lot of depth when you're playing by yourself. Like, if you're not on, it's like I don't have to play. It's fun when you're.
That's what they need to step up with the challenges too. The challenges, the modes. It kind of like Call of Duty when we used to play. If no one was on, it'd be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go for pistol headshots.
Right. There's replayability to it.
And now, there's really nothing to do. The challenges are not that, like, they don't get me into the game just to finish some challenges. They just need to make the challenges more fun, and I guess like the rewards better for the challenges too. Because right now it's like, oh cool, I get 15 crystals. What are you gonna do with that?
Those are useless. Yeah, and you really don't even get that many credits. It's I don't know, and you don't get XP. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like the fact that you don't get 150 XP for beating a challenge that helps you level up doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's kind of silly, right?
So I would like to see like a challenge that levels up a class or something like that. Class leveling in general needs to be revamped, but like you said, it does seem like they've been listening to people. It just seems like they've been listening to the angriest people first. And I'm not that angry, so I'm not that loud about it. Which makes me not stoked for the possibility of them fixing the problems that I have with the game. Like, if I'm saying, hey, I'd like to have capture the flag, but someone else is saying, hey, I don't like, you know, the way the DLC works, but they're saying it louder, then we're never going to get capture the flag.
Crosshair play.
Yeah, crosshair play.
Yep. Because they're just gonna
What game types do you want them to add?
They are gonna get rid of.
Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Capture the flag is a good one. What was the old mode where you could board, like the stuff and like destroy the shield generator and stuff from the inside?
Galactic Assault.
What was that one called? Yeah, Galactic Assault is what they need to add. That would make this game like top tier.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't have it. Again, it's weird. Like it's like we're playing a game with like if you had said, "Hey, I want this game with vehicles and infantry, and I want them both on the same map," but we had never played Battlefield before, then this is the game we're playing. But Battlefield exists. We know that you can play a game where you can run around and hold down square and hop in a tank. So why can't you do that? It just doesn't make much sense to me.
Another game mode would be actually, which I didn't like, but the thing I don't like about what's the mode in this one called? Is it Galactic Assault?
I think so.
In this game, the only thing that sucks is like in Walker Assault, you rarely lost on the first wave if you're on offense. In this game, it happens all the time. Like, so the games are like 3 minutes long, and that never happened in Walker Assault. So you get into a game finally, and it's like 3 minutes long, and you get 0 credits. And you feel like
it's not that rewarding to play by yourself. Like if you lose, you don't get credits, you don't get XP, you don't get leveled up. So really, the most rewarding game type is heroes versus villains, which doesn't make any sense.
Heroes versus villains, and you get a decent amount of credits too. And that game was actually probably my favorite. Like if we're playing as a squad, that's definitely my favorite.
Oh yeah, with full 4 people, I can play that for hours. But it's just
why not just bring back the good? They don't have Drop Zone anymore, do they?
Nope, they don't have Drop Zone, Droid Run.
All the fun ones that they had in Battlefront 1, they just kind of took out.
Yeah, the closest they have is Strike, but Strike is kind of just one-way capture the flag. It's kind of just a Scarif mode.
Yep.
So it's just weird. I mean, I'm sure they have plans for it, because again, the game's only been out for like 5 weeks, but it's just weird to play it after having played so many objective types in Battlefront 1 for 3 years or however long we were playing it, and then have this come out and basically cut it back down to bare bones. Yeah, I think I had more of an impression that they were going to pick up where Battlefront 1 left off, and instead they kind of started from scratch from before Battlefront 1, and that's just weird to me.
It took off a lot of the good stuff.
Yeah. And even if this were the first one and Battlefront 1 were the second one, there's still other shooters out there that are doing things that this game's not doing, like Battlefield and COD and stuff. So I don't know, it's just weird.
And we talked about it earlier, but why not just put in squads back in, like squads of 4?
Partners.
And have them spawn on each other? I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, they have 4-person spawns. Why not make it the person you're playing with?
Yeah, and exactly, and that way, like, they tell you to stay next to your squad, right, when you spawn to earn double XP.
Right, you can do that if you can talk.
So that we can do it with people that we know.
And can actually hear.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like, okay, like, I'm trying to stay with this guy, but now he's in this, like, he's in the sky. What am I supposed to do? Like,
right. Or I'm running officer, let me heal him real quick before he runs away, even though he hasn't been shot yet. It's just, there's no advantage to being officer or specialist when you're not chatting with who you're partnered up with.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're partnered up,
you see a giant influx of people playing officer.
And specialist. Really, now it doesn't behoove you to not play assault or heavy. So.
Yeah, because like those are the ones that can regenerate the most health, and you'll stay alive the most.
And their guns can win in a gunfight.
So, like it'd be a lot. We have Will who plays officer, but we never spawn with him anyways, so he's kind of just out there by himself.
Right.
So I don't really get why they don't have squad spawns. That'd make every objective more fun. Instead of spawning a year away and having to trot over there just to die, you'll be able to spawn right into action.
I'm trying to think of...
if they just put in the objectives that they had in Battlefront 1, then they'd be good to go.
Right. And the party system. And the challenges in between games. Like the fact that you have to back all the way out doesn't make any sense. No,
That's stuff
really...
we had on the original Xbox. Like, I don't understand why it's not a lot. It's like basic stuff that every shooter has. I'm
trying to think of modes, because I was trying to think, because obviously I want more game types.
Well, every shooter has like capture the flag. CTF is like
a standard.
That's the objective. Domination, which
we don't have that either.
Like we're asking a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because Battlefield doesn't have that many types. I remember COD had a lot of types. COD had like Team TAC and I am lagging my pants off, and hardcore, and you know, obviously domination and CTF and all that. But Battlefield never did. Battlefield had CTF and TDM and domination, but I don't remember Battlefield having other game types other than that pigeon thing. So maybe this is pretty much standard.
It had I guess just domination in that pigeon game. Yeah, you're right.
But the domination was huge, and they had capture the flag, which we don't.
Yep.
But I would trade domination for Walker Assault, no problem. But I would like to have something like capture the flag.
Capture the flag is like the ultimate like squad game, I feel like.
Right, that's what made a team deathmatch or a team shooter when it first came out, a team shooter.
Fun. Halo.
Like back in the day.
Halo had capture the flag.
Right.
Like
when
Blood Gulch.
Blood Gulch
on Halo 1 was like the most hype match you could have as a team.
Right, you get like Counter-Strike and you had capture the flag. That's what made it Counter-Strike. If you wanted to play team deathmatch, you didn't, like, you went and played GoldenEye or something. You know what I mean? It's just, it's what makes an online shooter an online shooter. It's so weird to not have that type of game. And I guess their argument would be that Strike is that mode, but Strike is not that mode.
Not.
Strike is more like Scarif, but
Strike is definitely not that mode. Not even close.
I don't know. I'm not like upset. Like, I like the game and it's really pretty and really fun and the moments feel good. It's just that it has
could be better though.
Such a potential to be such a deep game, and it's really not that deep. It is cool to have the arcade campaign.
It did just come out, but it did just come out, and maybe they'll add some more game types. But I'm not cool with just playing like one objective type game, which is Strike. I don't even really like Strike at all.
Strike's not fun. I would rather play Blast than Strike.
Yeah, me too.
The Starfighter is really fun, and it's kind of unique to this game. There's not any other, like, you can't play this mode in Battlefield or COD.
And have you gotten used to the flying, like the tilt thing? Because I'm totally used to it now.
Yeah, me too.
Remember when it first came out, we're like, what's going on?
Dude, the beta was unplayable, yeah. Well, it was weird because it was so different in the first game. It wouldn't, again, there's no real reason to make it that different.
Yeah, it was still fun.
I don't know. But I'll play it. I also have an easy understanding why the masses don't want to play it until there's more stuff to play. It's funny because everyone complained about Battlefront 1, like all the people who didn't play it. You know, we had friends talking on Facebook and stuff who were like,
"Oh yeah, dude, like crazy."
Oh, they added a role, like. But at the time, I was like, well, you know, there's a lot of stuff. But in this one, if they were saying that, I would totally understand what they were saying.
Yeah, I remember when they added the role, and that's actually a pretty big deal because before the gameplay was like really flat.
Yeah.
Like the 1v1s are like kind of boring to watch. It's like, oh, okay, whoever can land the most shots.
Right. Whoever sees the other one first.
Who can roll? Like you can turn on people now. It's cool. But... And they added other stuff with the roll. But...
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
I feel like they just didn't give. A lot of people didn't give Battlefront 1 a chance, which is fine.
Yeah, I agree.
I can understand it because it didn't have much to it when it first came out.
Oh boy. Yeah, I agree. And it's only been like 5 weeks. I just hope that they do something for us.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Last Jedi again yet?
No, I haven't seen it. I want to go see it again, but kind of busy lately. I'll probably see it before I head back to the East Coast.
Yeah. I got Carly this thing called Movie Pass for Christmas. It's like $10 a month, and it's an app on your phone. And basically you can go to the movies once a day for free.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Once a day?
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm AFK and I crashed. Yeah, so you can, you can't pick out your seat ahead of time like we like to.
Oh, you just show up and kind of fill in.
Yeah. But once a day for free is legit, yeah.
It can be any movie, like one that...
It can't be 3D and it can't be IMAX. They're working on adding like a premium version of the app where you can do 3D and IMAX. But I mean, I don't care about 3D, and I don't have an IMAX theater near me.
Yeah, so it's really not a big deal for you.
Right.
That's
and it
awesome.
works at, like it tells you on the app which theaters it works at. It works at every theater near me. And it's cool because we have a theater in Mystic that's like an artsy type theater. So those movies that don't get released nationwide get released there. So like Moonlight played there, or Boyhood, or whatever.
Like all the anime movies.
Oh my god. Yeah, but also all the ones that get Oscars. So it's kind of cool because you can use it there too. So like if there's a movie that came out, you know, that I would probably not see otherwise, I can go see it, which is pretty neat.
Oh, that's sweet. I should probably look into that. How much did it cost you?
Like I said, $10. $10 a month, and you pay monthly. So it's not like you pay yearly or anything like that. You can cancel anytime. It's $9.95. They don't have like a referral program, which I feel like they should. But it's pretty radical. I'll be honest. I'm pretty stoked to give it a shot.
Yeah, that's really sweet. We go see The Last Jedi like 100 times, aren't you?
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah. I would have bought that $100 Last Jedi ticket, which was just unlimited Last Jedi showings, but they didn't have it at a theater near me.
That's so awesome.
It is. It's really cool, and you have the only thing is you have to go to the theater for most of them to buy your ticket. Some of the theaters will tell you on the app if you can use it on, like, buy it online, but most of them you have to be within 100 yards of the theater's location on your phone to buy it.
Oh, to be able to get that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it really there's no downside to it. It's pretty sick. Like, what are you not gonna use it? If you go to movies once every 3 months, it's worth it almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I really don't understand how it's so cheap. If it were more expensive, I would get it. But it's so cheap.
Well, how much? Yeah, a ticket out here
is like
easily
$12.50.
Pushing like $14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some of the theaters around me do like discount popcorn on Tuesdays and stuff. So all you're paying for is your popcorn. It's a pretty solid deal.
It's not bad.
I guess when it first came out, I have a friend who's a reviewer. I think I told you about her. Who had it when it first came out, and when it first came out, it was $99 a month, and she said it was worth it then.
Oh, well, she probably goes.
She goes 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah, that's great.
You're getting me killed, Rivers. I can't be holding you. But yeah, it's really cool. I recommend it to all the Star Wars nerds out there. I can't really think of any limitations on it. I couldn't buy it for Carly, which was stupid. I had to like log in as her to buy it. You can't gift it to somebody. because they want to be sure that you're not abusing it. Like, you know how if you have Netflix, you give someone else your password and no one cares. They don't want that. So,
yeah, one person buys Netflix and 100 people
right, 100 people benefit. Yeah, my HBO password's out there in like 50 households right now.
Oh, I know, dude. I forgot I actually had that, and then I logged in the other day. Oh yeah, I do have HBO.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like that. They don't want you using it like that, but you can't gift it, and you don't get any. But the fact that it's only $10 a month, I think, kind of supersedes all that anyway.
That's pretty sweet, dude.
And then we've got.
Did you ever get your poster from Last Jedi?
No. I think
you never got it.
I haven't shipped.
Meg got one for hers when she went to the midnight, and she just gave it to me. So I was like, oh, sweet.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Yeah, I did not get it. I'm trying to think of what else we have coming out before Han Solo. We've got Black Panther, Avengers.
That'd be sweet.
Yes, child. So yeah, I'll probably use it a lot. But I mean, I'll use it. You figure it's $120 a year. I'll see Last Jedi and Han Solo that many times. so like, other than that, it's a free app. Anytime I want to go to the movies, it's free.
Definitely worth it.
For sure. Okay. Did you have a good Christmas back home? Did you get any cool Star Wars stuff?
I did. As far as Star Wars stuff, I got that poster, like I said. I got some pajamas that were really sweet. It was like pajamas that had every single starfighter like ever.
Nice, that's sick.
So it's really sweet. What else did I get? I don't think I got anything else Star Wars.
It's okay, buddy.
Just a bummer.
Yeah, I got the Last Jedi shirt from Carly. She got me like a, I don't know, like a lithograph print. It's probably like 3 feet long. Like one of those prints that you hang up on the wall. She got me a Star Wars print like that. It's sick.
That's awesome.
I got a life-size Yoda doll from Tawny. And
nice.
The socks, which are sick. The Boba Fett socks are freaking awesome. I'm trying to remember what else. I don't want to forget something. I don't know. I don't think very much else. It wasn't really like that. It was really more about what I got for people that I was stoked to give them, you know?
That's what it's all about.
Because it was definitely the maximum poverty was achieved this Christmas season by the Montoya family. I haven't been this poor since way before I had the baby. Like, I was selling games and stuff. It was really bad. But it just sucks because I started my new job and the paychecks are on different weeks and they like warped. So I went like 4 weeks without one. And then I had my trip to Dallas. So and to Colorado. So I was just poor as, you know, I've ever been. So it was hard to make it work, but I think Rivers had a pretty good Christmas. Rivers got a bunch of like Mickey toys and bath toys, and we got to see some family, and it was good. It was fun. My dad gave me like a really sweet. Did you see that frame he gave me with all the pictures from our tour?
Yeah, which is funny because you were thinking about doing the same thing for him.
I know. I think I still will, but yeah, it's really cool. He put like the game ticket in the middle of it with the final score written on the back of it, and then a bunch of pictures from the tour, like the locker room and the field and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. And then my mom was in New York City last week. I didn't tell you about this, but she got Rivers. You know how in like Chinatown they have those artists that'll write your name in like a picture of like bamboo or pandas or something. It's like a really wide banner. Yeah, so she got one for Rivers, and it's pretty cool, and it's on like Cowboys stuff, so it's got like a bunch of Cowboys on it. But they're like if you Google search Dallas Cowboys, they just picked a bunch of random players. Like T.O.'s on there, like front and center. Emmett Smith's on there. But then it's got like Julius Jones and Tashard Choice and Roy Williams, both the receiver and the safety. So it's like really,
so it's not
really
like Roger Staubach and
it's like bootleg Cowboys. It's really funny. It's really
awesome.
it's kind of cool, but I was laughing so hard and no one would get it except for you. But it was pretty funny. I was like, Tashard Choice. Like he's wearing like his training camp shorts and stuff. It's not even like a game picture. It was really funny.
Uniform.
But it was pretty cool. And Rivers made out like a bandit. He got like a little toy drum set and lots of like I said, bath toys and clothes and stuff. And he actually like opened it and understood what he was doing as he was opening gifts. And
oh, no way.
it was really cool. He was getting mad
I saw
like
that video.
yeah, he was trying to open the stuff that was not his, which was funny. So I mean, it's cool. I'm really excited for him to like I feel like now we're at the stage where everything's just going to be fun around that time of year. And we we put out cookies for Santa and that sort of thing. So I'm excited for him to actually understand what's going on.
Nice.
Everything's sort of flying by with him. But it's cool. I mean, Chaz's kid that's crazy. I'm so excited.
How old is Chaz?
He's 2 or 3 years younger than I am.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
He was relatively young
right?
when he had his daughter. Yeah, his daughter I think is... I don't want to get this wrong, so I'm not going to guess. But he was pretty young when he had his daughter. I think he was like 20 or 21.
That's cool.
So yeah, it is pretty cool. And Amber's really nice. I've met her a few times. I actually knew her sister really well in high school, so I knew Amber like through that a little bit. So they're really nice, and I'm just excited for them because Chaz is a cool dude.
He's a very cool guy.
And I got Finn something awesome, so I'm really excited to go see them tomorrow and give him his Christmas gift because...
yeah, he named his kid Finn, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It hasn't been made clear to me whether that's a nickname or not, because on Facebook Amber was like, that's a nickname, but every time Chaz refers to him, he refers to him as Finn. So I don't know where his like legal name is, but the gift that I got him is addressed to Finn, and I'm excited to give it to him and see what Chaz thinks of it.
FN2186.
Yeah, that's his real name. FN2187. Submit your blaster. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I'll see if he'll let me take a picture tomorrow and send it to you. But yeah, congrats to Chaz. If there's a good reason to miss talking Sith, that's it. Not that you forgot about it like Jared.
Whoa. How dare you?
I don't know what the long-term plan is for like next week and stuff, but I'll certainly I'll
sure
plan on being here. Yeah, I mean he's not working, I'm sure, but I'll plan on being here regardless. And next week we'll probably talk more Last Jedi. I just wanted to take a week. I didn't want to talk about too much that Chaz would feel bad missing. And I also think there is a lot of compelling stuff to talk about when it comes to what we want to see in this game. I was like, wow, yeah, Last Jedi, what do we want to see? And the answer was nothing. Like, there's not much about Last Jedi that I need to see in a video game.
There's really not much that we're missing.
Octo would be cool. Canto Bite might be neat if there was like a good game type attached to it, but it seems like it would be like really narrow. I don't know. I can't really think of any other maps. It was one of those Star Wars that didn't have very many planets in it, which is weird.
Yeah, well, not very like. I wouldn't even really want to play the casino map, because what are we going to do, ride on those horse things? Like...
Right, they'd have to give it like a really compelling objective. And they could make it a cool map, like they could make you like run through the sewers, or like, go from the prison to the casino, to that plane, to the beach. Like there's a lot of different types of the map. It's just, it would have to be a fun objective, and I don't know what they would do. So...
Yeah, I'm just not about that life.
But I hadn't even thought about the space. You said the space thing, and that would be kind of cool, because they had some really dope space stuff. If they had a Dreadnought, like Walker Assault mode, but in space, that would be awesome.
That'd be pretty sweet.
And then Octo, I do think Octo would be cool for like a strike type mode. Just those little huts. You could go to the cave, you could go to the tree, you could go to like the cliffs and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's really cool on that planet. It's just relatively small. But it's not any smaller than Takodana is, so we'll see.
Yeah, I just don't think there'd be much to do. Oh god, I just went through one of those tubes of Slave 1, that was a bad idea.
I keep trying to shoot people that get like ripped away from me by the gravity well. But
yeah, just keep...
I do agree with you about the prequels being sort of the well they should go to. I think the original trilogy, they went to enough with Battlefront 1.
Just so they could have a ton of DLC that they could put out.
Yeah, I would have agreed if there was a season pass.
Could be his own DLC.
Oh, easy. Yeah. They could put like Obi-Wan and Grievous in there and everyone would cry. But
yeah, that'd be set for a while.
It's just so weird because when Battlefront 1 came out, we're like, alright guys, this game is original trilogy era only, so don't get your hopes up for any Clone Wars or even for Last Jedi stuff. And then they put Jakku in, which is fine. And then now this came out, so I assumed that when this was coming out that we would have just so much more that wasn't original era, like prequel stuff or whatever.
Original era.
So, hopefully we see some more. But like you said, the game hasn't been out that long, and they have the desire to sort of listen to the fans and do what the fans want. So hopefully they keep that trend up, because that's one thing that they've done that other people haven't. Yeah, for sure. I think that's probably the loudest crowd at this point. Now that the paywall is gone and everything else that people are complaining about is gone, I think
they're
that
gonna slide in the Clone Wars there
and
put back microtransactions.
Yeah,
like,
that's
are you
true.
happy? And then slide back in with the microtransactions.
They're gonna put in Mace Windu, but he's gonna be like 200,000 points to unlock.
Or $5.
And you're gonna have 48 hours to do it, and then he's gone. Everyone's gonna rage.
Did you back out?
I did. I wanted to check my challenges since you can't do
me
that.
Too. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that we could see some cool stuff if they're not afraid to go to the well of prequel era content, because there's so much in terms of heroes, so much in terms of maps. Because Kamino is a great map. Kashyyyk could be, it's just not. But Kamino is a kind of a cool map. It's beautiful. I mean, Kashyyyk's pretty as well. And Theed's cool too. We're just missing like Mustafar and Geonosis and Felucia. And the prequels had so many more planets than the originals had. Like, we've already got everything from the originals. We've got Hoth, Tatooine, and Endor. Like, that's pretty much and we had Bespin. If they give us Bespin again, I wouldn't be mad. But that's pretty much everywhere they go. It's not like there's other planets that they go to.
Yep.
So
I concur.
I did not get any challenge for my Starfighter thing. Rip.
No way, dude. I just got 1,000 credits for it.
Great. I do have enough credits for another hero crate. Let's see what we got. Oh, I have a ton of crafting parts too. But anyway, that's why this episode was a little bit more like a chill stream almost. Just missing Chaz and lots to talk about, but not really, because we want to include Chaz in that conversation. So, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everyone had a good Sithmas. Rivers just ate shit on the floor. He just totally flipped over his walker.
I totally heard that.
Anyway, Merry Christmas. And congratulations to Chaz and Amber. Welcome to the world, little Finn. And thanks for not making me talk to myself like I had to a couple months ago. That was so bad.
Oh, yeah,
I talked to myself for like 58 minutes. I was like, oh my god. But no, thanks for hopping on. I hope you had a good holiday. Thanks for all the stuff you sent us. And
no problem.
You said you'll be on next week regardless of what happens?
Yep.
Cool. Alright guys, thanks for listening. Thanks to Erica for probably moderating. I imagine that's what you're doing. And bye.